Var kaffet starkt?
Jag har inte druckit något helt för det börjar hända saker som jag måste.
Jaha, nej jag har druckit. Det smakar riktigt gott.
Hey, hello, and welcome back to yet another episode of the Swedish Connection. And right beside me, on that side, on the camera, I have my friend Mikael. Yay!
Hello, good to be back in town again. Let's paint the town red.
Yes, let's do it. And we're going to paint it in bootleg albums today. So that is, of course, the topic of this episode. And love them or hate them. I mean, bootleg's been around for forever, it seems. And what we're going to talk about today is some of our favorites. Some recommendations to you guys out there, perhaps, if you never heard of these albums before. Do you have something to add, Mikael, to when it comes to bootlegs, really, before we start showing off some records here?
Well, some say, they're ripping the artists off. Well, I don't think any artists have gone in a total despair just because there are some bootlegs. You have to remember that a live bootleg is a memory from a gig I've been to, or as if I was a fly on the wall on that gig. The artist can't mix something up. They can't do another solo. It's all there is. So I think a lot of people want to have that kind of memory from a live gig, even if the sound quality isn't top-notch.
Yeah, I agree. It's really a time capsule, like you said, because you get a very specific recording from a date of a concert. And it's a glimpse into your favorite artists performing live, perhaps artists that you never got a chance to see live in the first place. So, yeah. And nowadays, I mean, there's been a lot of official bootlegs being released.
Yeah.
We saw now recently with Record Store Day, for example, with the Pink Floyd one. That's even a bootleg remixed or remastered, rather, I think, by none other than Steve Wilson.
Mm. And we have a band like Pearl Jam who recorded, I believe, every show on a tour. So they released 200 different live bootlegs, but it's not the same thing. It should be a bit underground, a bit dangerous. You overpay for this kind of vinyl or CD that isn't the best, but you do it anyway. That's pure dedication, I think.
Yeah, I agree. It should be on labels that we never heard of before.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And I also want to say before we start here, stick around, because at the end we're going to give you an update on our music project as well. So we'll round off with that. But I think it's high time now to kick off with some of our recommendations when it comes to the good old bootlegs. So I'll let you start, Mikael.
Yeah, one of my favorite artists of all time is Kiss, and this is one of the first bootlegs I bought. It's a live bootleg from 1988 in Tokyo. It's from the Crazy Nights tour, and I saw Kiss on this tour, so this set list on this is more or less the exact set list I saw in Copenhagen with the band in 1988.
Okay.
Of course, this is a classic bootleg. Wrong image. This is Kiss with Vinnie Vincent a couple of years before, so this is not an actual lineup. And the back has, for some reason, a picture of a topless girl.
Okay.
For no apparent reason. And so this is a family entertainment, so I won't show it to you.
Yeah.
even if Kiss, I love them, or 18 or 19 songs on this, but they fit in a guitar solo, a bass solo, and a drum solo. And they're not the best musicians. And seriously, I have never heard a guitar solo or a drum solo that I want to hear another time. It's just a waste of time. You could have put 5 or 6 songs in the set list.
Or a bass solo.
Yeah, Jesus. But this bootleg, I bought it in, I believe, 89, and I have listened to it numerous of times since then. And it sounds exactly like the show I was in Copenhagen. And the good thing about, in my opinion, the bootlegs from Tokyo and Japan were always very good sound quality.
Yeah.
Really don't know why. I believe this is a soundboard recording.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you.
It's very good.
Yeah.
It's a double vinyl, and Parrot Records, never heard of it. So it's a classic bootleg. I can highly recommend it if you're into Kiss from the 80s, which, of course, not everyone is.
No. But I always wondered about that, because some bootlegs, like you said, with this being a perfect example of it, sounds like they came from the soundboards. How the hell did they acquire those recordings? I always wonder, did they know someone in the crew and gave them some money and they say, hey, here's a tape. We always tape the shows. So.
Yeah. I believe so. Probably the people working isn't paid enough, so they make an extra dime selling it. I think so.
Probably. And I want to ask you another thing about that one, because that's a phenomena when it comes to bootleg recordings. Is you can hear when the tape ran out and they had to switch sides or just switch tapes or whatever. Does that happen on that one?
No, not... maybe there is a song that they've been edited out, but I don't think so. It was a while. I haven't listened to this for a number of years. When I bought it, I listened to it constantly for about maybe 5-6 years. But it was some years now, so I don't remember. And I should have remembered if it was faded in a song or something like that. That was not the case on this. So I believe it's a very decent live recording, actually.
Yeah, good. They did a good job then.
Absolutely.
Where's Gene? There he is.
Okay.
What have you done?
So I found, by the way, if we haven't said so, we choose 3 bootlegs each. I don't have that many bootlegs, actually. You know, I used to have a lot of, especially live recordings. That's because we have to say as well, just because it's a bootleg doesn't mean it's a live recording. There are other bootleg records, but I think what we're going to show here is mainly live. I have a hunch. But I could be wrong, because I don't know what my Mikkel have chosen. But yeah, yet another live recording. This is Frankie Goes to Hollywood. And they stole the whole photo or the image from Welcome to the Pleasure Dome, of course. And on the back, we can see a colorized image of Holly Johnson having a fit or something. I don't know. This I bought probably in 1986 or 87. And I loved it because I never got a chance to see Frankie Goes to Hollywood live. So when I found this one, I was like, wow, it's live. I think I bought it at the record fair in Ängelholm, actually, or at least my hometown. And I was over the moon, and I listened so much to this one. It is a crappy recording. It's someone with a tape recorder in the middle of the audience, so you can hear people screaming more than the music at times. But It was my experience of hearing Frankie Goes to Hollywood live, because shortly after this tour was ended, this is when they released their second and last album, they split up, right? So, yeah, this was my chance to see them. And it is a double vinyl record on white label, so I don't have to pull it out. Black vinyl, double vinyl, white label. But I've always been so fascinated by the credits back here, because it says all rights reserved by Energy Productions GDR for Galapagos Island Records Limited in Galapagos. And if you know anything about Galapagos, well, I think I know it's not inhabited by humans at all. So, yeah.
That's funny. I really like that kind of tongue-in-cheek information.
Yeah, it's really funny, because they really go out the whole mile, really, to say, yeah, this is a legit company, and you can look us up in Galapagos Islands. So, yeah. And they also have up here, if you can't see it, I'm gonna put in a still frame here in the editing, but they actually say you can get it on both cassette and album, and it actually has a catalog number as well.
Is this still available? Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it around since, but on the other hand, I never sought out any more bootlegs from Frankie, because, and this is not one of my choices, it's just a comparison, really. Shortly after I bought this one, I also found this one, which is called Luna Bay. And it's a bit more elaborate, because they actually, I know it's falling apart here, but it's actually a gatefold as well, with pictures from the actual tour. And it's the same set list, really. It's from the same tour. As crappy as the first one. Someone with a tape recorder in the middle of the audience. No bass, just treble.
Mm.
But I loved it.
Yeah. Do you still listen to it?
No, not that often, no. I actually listened to it before we started recording here, because I just needed to refresh my mind of how it sounded. But yeah, it doesn't sound good.
My next choice is a CD. And the good thing with CDs and bootlegs, you could fit a whole concert in much easier.
Yes.
Black Sabbath in the 80s broke up. Tony Iommi, the guitar player, started his solo album. And he was about to release it, and the recording company said, well, it's easier to push an album with Black Sabbath than with Tony Iommi. So it became a Black Sabbath album. It's called Black Sabbath featuring Tony Iommi, Seventh Star. The singer on that album was Glenn Hughes, who has been in Deep Purple, among other bands. Sings like an angel. But when they went to tour, after 5 gigs, he got fired because he lost his voice, and, well, there were substance addictions and so on. So they canceled 2-3 gigs, and later on they continued the tour with a 24-year-old man called Ray Gillan. Yeah. And Ray Gillan sang like a god. In my humble opinion, Ray Gillan is the only singer in Black Sabbath that could sing the Ozzy Osbourne songs perfectly. He could sing the Ronnie James Dio songs perfectly. He could sing Ian Gillan songs. He could sing Glenn Hughes songs. It sounds amazing. He never recorded a studio album with them. He was on that tour. A very unsuccessful tour, because no one was interested in Black Sabbath in 1986. But we have a complete show from Sheffield, in 1986, double CD, and just listen to the set list. Among others, Mob Rules, Children of the Sea, War Pigs, Danger Zone, Sympathy of the Universe, Sweet Leaf, Zero the Hero, Die Young from Heaven and Hell, and Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, and Children of the Grave, and Paranoid, among others. So a whole lot of songs, and Ray sings amazing. So this is the live album Black Sabbath should release officially. Of course, this is not top-notch quality. I think it's an audio recording, but so good, so good. And they have fun. They have picked up a lot of songs they haven't recorded or played live for years, and they have really, really fun, even if the attendance in these shows are very low.
Yeah. I wonder if, do you think they ever recorded this officially from the soundboards, just in case? Perhaps not that specific concert, but during the tour.
I know they, I think they recorded some shows for a live video.
Okay.
They had 5 cameras, and but since there were so little attendances, it was never you couldn't use it. It was pathetic to see it. There's no one here.
No.
Not no one, but it's too few people. So it has never occurred. There are some bootleg live footage on YouTube they can look at, but his voice is to die for.
Yeah.
Really, really good. And I just found this a couple of years ago, and I listen to it frequently.
Today, if they said, there's going to be a Black Sabbath concert with these guys, there would be a huge turnout. But there was a time when it wasn't that hip.
No, definitely not hip.
1986. Interesting. Okay. So my next choice here, and this is a bit of not an unusual one, but it's one part of the bootleg scene, which I've seen grown more and more over the years, actually, with both Depeche Mode and certainly Kraftwerk. Yeah, so this one is called Kometenmelodi. That's one of the songs from the Autobahn album. And this is the first bootleg I ever bought with them. And what I was alluding to here when I started talking that Depeche recordings are circulating nowadays more and more, and even Kraftwerk, is radio recorded concerts. So, some radio stations in some countries did live transmissions of concerts. And that's what happened with this one. But absolutely love this. And of course, it's really good quality because it's an official recording of the live concert. But of course, you're not allowed to just press them nilly-willy and sell them. But that's what happens. So that's another aspect of a bootleg as well. And like I said, I've seen that with a lot of Depeche Mode shows now from back in the early 80s, that they are releasing some labels we never heard of before. Even nowadays, you can find them pretty widely. And especially with this setup of Kraftwerk around Autobahn, there is so many recordings. Whenever you see a new bootleg that comes out on the market with Kraftwerk, you can bet your last dime it will be from that era. There seems to be so many recordings from that one. And just like with your Kiss one, I can't show the back of this. It's not a photograph, but it is it's drawings of naked women and men in different positions for reasons unknown to me.
Unknown to the bootleg.
Kraftwerk. It was perhaps a way to sell it to people, and but it does come on a black label this time around.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's a good one. So you only get 3 tracks on this. It's Ruckzuck, Kometen Melody, and the whole B-side is Autobahn, because Autobahn is over 20 minutes long. So
yeah.
But it's a good recording, of course, being that one. But it's the one and only I have from that era.
The song Ruckzuck, where is that from? Ralph and Florian?
It is earlier. I think it's way back. We're looking to Kraftwerk 1 and 2. They released 2 albums with that cone on it.
Oh.
And it was more progressive music back then, or what we would call progressive rock, perhaps, or krautrock.
Krautrock. Yeah.
Krautrock, yeah.
My next choice is my one of my latest arrivals to my home, and my favorite of all times is Johnny Thunders.
Yeah.
They're from New York Dolls, and he passed away in 1991. He didn't record that many albums, so a lot of his legacy consists of bootlegs from different venues and different times. So I have a whole lot of bootlegs of Johnny Thunders. He even recorded bootlegging the Bootlegged album by himself, that he just picked different songs from different bootlegs and put it on an old album. Well, I found on eBay last year a tape.
A tape?
Johnny Thunders, a cassette tape, and I bought it instantly, and I waited, and then it came, and it's called Nebraska. There's a picture of Johnny Thunders and Peter Parrott from The Only Ones, and it's total black. It's over 40 years old. This one is from 1983. So I got it home and I wondered, is there something on it? Have it been destroyed during 40 years old? I put it in my Walkman and listened to, and oh my God, this is the holy grail in my Johnny Thunders.
Really?
It's called Nebraska because it's acoustic, and Bruce Springsteen had his album Nebraska out.
Yeah.
It's not, it's Johnny Thunders, but it's not Peter Parrott from Only Ones, but it's John Perry, the second guitar player from The Only Ones. So the Only Ones, there's one members from it.
Ah.
What we got here is they're playing WBAI Studio in February 1982. I don't know if these songs have been aired on some radio station. I have never heard them before. It's good quality. The tape, thank God, was good quality. Johnny is in good shape, and he plays songs like Sad Vacation and his more or less only hit, You Can't Put Your Arms Around the Memory, along with a cover of T-Rex, The Wizard, and Like a Rolling Stone by Dylan, of course. Even an unknown Johnny Thunders song called Call Me Gypsy is on it, and his song Treat Me Like a Blank.
Yep.
Yeah. It's about 17 minutes long, and it's a cassette, and I totally love it. And I was always nervous the first time I listened to it, because I hope it's okay, hope I can hear, hope it's Johnny Thunders. It could be anything, So this is an actual bootleg from 1983, now found its way to my home with my all-time favorite Johnny Thunders.
That is probably the best story of this episode, I have to say. What a great find. And on cassette as well.
Yeah, and listenable. It's very good quality.
Yeah.
It survived. I didn't know cassettes had 40 plus years as a lifetime.
No, but as long as you keep them away from speakers or other magnetic areas.
But I wonder how many homes has then this little baby been to since 1983? Where have you been?
It's been
how many owners?
Locked up in a box somewhere.
Yeah.
Probably. Who knows?
So, and that's classical bootleg also, wrong picture. They say it's Peter Perry. No, it's not. Call it Nebraska. It doesn't say Johnny Thunders on it.
No, it just says Nebraska. Could be anyone. I would have never known who that was if I saw the picture of it. So.
No. I saw Marlene Dietrich in a movie, and she was doing this song looking like a cave girl, a gorilla. So I got inspired by that. This is the mood. It's called I Like to Play Games. I like to play games. They amuse me so. I don't like people. I think they all gotta go.
Talking about Swedish connections, Johnny Thunders has a Swedish connection, right?
Absolutely. He has grandchildren living in Stockholm.
Yeah.
His daughter and I believe there are 3 or 4 grandchildren now.
Yeah.
He never met them, of course, but
no, of course, but
his daughter Jamie, she looks very much like Johnny. It's
okay.
It's cool to see.
Interesting, because he met a girl from Sweden at some point. I can't remember when it was, but I do remember.
It was during this time.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. He lived in Hägersten for some years.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
There we go. Swedish
Don't
Connection.
get me started on Johnny Thunders.
No, I know. We can do a separate episode about that, and you can teach me everything about Johnny Thunders. My last record here, another vinyl record. It's Paul McCartney and Wings. And actually, this is one record that I picked up last year in Sweden when I was visiting my family. Went into a record shop and they had this one. And of course, I'm a fan of Paul and Wings. And it said here, in concert in Copenhagen, it says here, March 21, 1976 at the Falconer Theater in Denmark. And this is all we get. It's just white blank. It's a gatefold, but there's nothing inside of it.
Why? Why have a gatefold?
I don't know. They could just have stuck the 2 LPs inside. Yeah. And this one is just glued on here. Yeah. It's,
classic bootleg.
Absolutely classic. And you do get the track listing here as well. I know it's a bit blurry here, but I will try to put up a better picture of everything that we show you. But absolutely great set list here. This is everything from Venus to Mars to ending in what they said, soily. It's just soily, but soily. And the funny thing about this one, it actually sounds really good. It's someone, I assume a bloke, in the audience with a tape recorder once again. But it does sound pretty good throughout the show until we come to the last 3 songs here. But because it was probably an encore and he was already on his way out, so it sounds like he he hears that the band starts up again, and he's in the foyer. What do you call it? The where you hand in your jackets or whatever. The entrance. Or yeah, something like. Can't remember. Every time I'm on the Swedish Connection, my Swedish brain switch on. So, but that's
the charm with it.
the only show that you can catch here on YouTube where you get broken English and Swinglish all in one.
You can think that if you are about to record a concert, you stay in the concert area the whole time. You don't, I have to be home now. No, you stay until the light gets up in the roof and everything. All right, the show is over.
Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't take long until the band comes on again, because you can hear the audience cheering on, and you're like, yeah, they're probably going to be an encore. It's been encores forever, right? As long as people have done live shows. So he should have been aware, but for some reason he just walked off, ended up in the entrance of the theater, and he's like, oh shit, they're on again.
As long as the roof lamps are off, it's still possible for the show to continue.
Yes.
When they light up the arena, go home.
That was my last record for that one, but I hope that we could have we have done some decent recommendations for you guys out there. Is everything from Kraftwerk to Johnny Thunders. So
yeah, and we have our own kind of bootleg going on with our recording.
Yeah, exactly. Are we still calling it Surf Turf?
I don't think so. I haven't thought about that.
You let that go. It's a great name.
Yeah, it is. Why not?
You can tell that we talked about this quite a lot. We haven't.
No. But why not? Have you started to compose any music?
I have.
Yeah?
It's going to be really out there. We're talking experimental music now. I think the last time I said it was supposed to be something funky. Now it all distilled down to something really experimental, and perhaps bordering on, I don't know, is there something called super ambient?
All right. And I believe it's quite long.
Yes.
Yes.
So far. I'm up to 15 minutes, so...
Yeah. That's perfect, because my song will probably be less than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
2 or 3 minutes. No, but as I told you before, I believe very much that this song will be my absolute last song I ever write.
Yeah, you said so. I was a bit sad of
I don't think I have anything else in me. I haven't written a song for about 10 years now, and I'm quite struggling with the words now. I have to say something, even though I can tell you now it's going to be in Swedish for our international fans. We'll have to deal with it, but I don't feel comfortable, and it's not me to try to sing or write in English. That's what other people do. Yeah. So it's going to be a Swedish song with my old style from my old band. Yes. But it's not going to be the band, it's just going to be me. And I have tried to I've taken an old song and with some kind of new words. Okay. And I believe I said it should be totally new songs. I have to... sorry. I couldn't do it. I had to use an old track. Rules are made to be broken.
Exactly, they are. And if anyone's wondering why we don't know about each other's tracks, it's because we try to keep it secret from each other until it's actually finished, and we send it over to each other. And that's the first time we'll hear it, because we don't want to influence each other with anything. I don't think that was a risk to begin with, but hey.
Well, it's an art project.
It is an art project,
It's not like, we're going to get 10,000 hits on social media or Spotify or anything like that. We do this purely for the fun of it, or for the sake of art. And for this show, the Swedish Connection, it's going to be a cool thing to do.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to this release. And like we said, it's going to be released, we hand in the tape to where we're going to press it on the 1st of September.
Christmas comes early this year.
Exactly, yeah. But we will, for the next Swedish Connection, we will update you further for anyone who's interested. And as we approaches September, we'll give you some more details of where you can order a copy and support the Swedish Connection. Okay, well, I think that's it for this Swedish Connection. We talked about bootlegs, and I think we might have a reason to come back to this one in the future as well. But we have so many other topics that we already written down here, so I think we have enough for shows doing the Swedish Connection for the next 2 years, to be honest. All with a Swedish flair, of course.
Som alltid.
Som alltid. So I want to thank you all. Put down in the comments what are some of your favorite bootlegs. We want to see them. We want to read about them. So tell us all about it down in the comments. Thank you, Mikael. It is always nice to meet up with you for this Swedish Connection. But now we're off and out. So we bid you all a very Swedish adjö to you all.
Hej då!
Oskar Svensson, var har du ditt förnuft? Du gick för långt för att få lite luft.